Good morning, everybody. This is Eureka John with Eureka Street Crypto Hub, broadcasting live at 7:28 in the morning on Wednesday. I'm off of work again today, doing PTO and trying to burn through that before it resets here. So yeah, I have some days off lately, and so I slept in a little bit. So pardon me if I'm late. Anyway, here I am, and let's get this show started. It was an interesting day yesterday. I had a good show yesterday. I discovered Audius and the audio token. So I dug in and used that app all day yesterday, and it works kind of like Spotify. Even if you shut down the window and on your phone and you use other apps, it will still be playing, which is, I like that. That's cool. Sometimes I try to listen to YouTube podcasts on my show, and then if I want to do something else, I can't shut it down. Anyway, yeah, so that's cool. And then, I went to the skate park, and then ended up going to IHOP, International House of Pancakes, for dinner, because my wife really wanted to have breakfast for dinner. And I have a little girl, she's going to be 2 next week, and she blew a complete gasket in the booth of IHOP, and there was literally crap everywhere. It was so disgusting, and I had crap all down the front of my shirt and shorts, so we had to book it out of that place, although she did leave him a $20 tip for the problem. And how you doing, Valera Rimerev? Nice to see you this morning. And yeah, I appreciate the consistency that you've tuned in. That's really cool. So yeah, yeah. I'm wondering where you're tuning in from. Anyway, so let's get to the CoinGecko here after that whole crap shenanigans. So we had to get the kid home. I mean, it was like 5 pounds of crap, just watery crap just everywhere. So yeah, fun times. Gotta love being a parent, It has the best moments in life. So let's see here. Let me refresh this screen. $56,831. Bitcoin's still sitting right around that mid to high 50s mark. Ethereum at 1732.14. Binance 266.76. So not much happened with all these here, these top ones in the past few days. Cardano $1.16, Polkadot 3607, XRP 55 cents, Uniswap 31.45, but Theta $13.33. Man, I am so glad I invested in Theta at a very early stage. Although it's still not too late. I saw some people on Twitter, saying, "What is this Theta?" And everybody's trying to wake up to Theta now. And a few of the gold bugs or the Bitcoin maxis were just like, "Oh, it's overrated." Well, first of all, you don't know anything about it. You're just saying it's overrated because now suddenly people are noticing it and it's in the top 10. But it hasn't even rolled out to Theta 3.0 yet. It's not even available on most exchanges. So yeah, there's still a lot of things going on with Theta. So it's definitely not overvalued yet. And all these VCs are partnering together, creating more validator nodes. You have Samsung, Google, Sony, and rumors of Apple. So it's gonna be interesting. Litecoin 195.62. Chainlink got knocked down to 11th place. I hate to see that because I love Chainlink, but I also love Theta, so it doesn't really bother me that much. Like, it would bother me if I saw like Bitcoin Cash shoot up, but it's Theta, so yeah. All right. Stellar 40 cents. Wrapped Bitcoin. Terra. I still need to look at Terra. I have looked a little bit at it, and it looks pretty interesting as its own whole ecosystem. It has a special way of minting a stable coin to keep the value of the token, I guess. It's kind of hard to describe in just passing through. Dogecoin 5 cents. Crypto.com 23 cents. VeChain 9 cents. VeChain's been seeing some action. For the longest time, it just sat there at like 2 cents, I think. And it's basically, it can do a lot, but the main thing it's known for is supply chain type of logistics. And we'll see that where that goes. It's going to be interesting to watch out. Filecoin has jumped up in value to 92.35. So yeah, good on Filecoin. Cosmos 1972, and let's scroll down here. Aave 346.90. Kusama 478.79. Monero 225.03. Solana. I've been seeing a lot about Solana lately. It's a fairly new blockchain, but it apparently is like lightning fast. So we'll see what happens with that. Avalanche $30.13. So I mean, right now most of these projects are in the green, so that's pretty good to see. So hopefully it'll be a green day. BitTorrent, talked a little bit about that yesterday. 2% up at 0.003. This may be a good buy. I'm going to look into a little more of this and probably get some BitTorrent. I didn't get a chance to get Audius yesterday, so I'm going to get the audio token and I'm going to get some BitTorrent and add those two to my bags and see what'll happen with that. BitTorrent, you can get a lot of it for a little bit right now, so it could possibly be a really good deal. And especially since all these streaming services are doing so well right now. So yeah. Celsius 501. Let's see if we have any other big movers. Harmony 20 cents. Let's see. Basic Attention Token. I did want to talk about Basic Attention Token today. Basic Attention Token is the token for the BAT browser, the Brave browser, and it's the browser that I use. The Brave browser focuses on privacy. It gives you the option to turn all your ads off, so it doesn't track you. And the information that you gather and collect through cookies and through browsing websites and everything like that, it gives you the option of selling your information and keeping control of your information. And then in turn, whenever you browse around, you have the option of allowing ads to pop up in the bottom right corner, like down right here. It'll pop up and it'll show you the little preview snippet, and you can click on it and then it'll pop up in a new tab. And when you do click on it, you get a little bit of Brave token, and at the end of each month or the beginning of the next month or whatever, it'll take however much you've accumulated and it'll add it to your account. And I have it connected to an Uphold account, and it automatically just drops in there. So actually I have a fairly good amount of BAT tokens accumulated just from clicking on those little ads. And then if you do go to a website, say for instance, like I like BitTorrent here. So, cool website, cool product, cool project. I'm gonna donate a little bit of BAT to this website, so I can go in my browser and donate some BAT to this website, and then they'll receive a little bit of BAT. So cool concept. I like it, and I like the browser, and I'm about to read an article about it. So hold on one second here, but let's look at the price performance of the token. Grayscale, who I did a video on about 3 episodes back, and I described what Grayscale is. It's a really large digital asset investing firm. They've just added BAT to their menu of digital assets for institutional investment. And as you can see, this is right about the time when they added BAT token to their listing. And look how high it went. It just shot up. Bing. We're listing BAT. So it just shoots on up. So good on BAT and good on Brave Browser for offering some kind of alternative besides like DuckDuckGo and stuff like that. DuckDuckGo is great. It allows for privacy, but you can't earn cryptocurrency from your browsing and from your actions and stuff like that. So Brave allows you to earn cryptocurrency by the data that you are giving by browsing and clicking on ads and everything you do. So everything you do is worth data. And I mentioned in that Fetch video, the Fetch.ai video that I did about artificial intelligence and the blockchain, where everything you do in a data economy is worth something and has a price and has value. So, and if there are going to be, and there will be, all these nodes and agents logging and tracking your every single move in this surveillance society that we are inevitably moving towards, then let's do it right. and let's do it decentralized, and let's do it where we are earning money and it doesn't just get taken control of by some centralized corporation or government or agency entity. So this is what Brave does. It funnels the data that we exude through our actions, and it offers us compensation for that. So I think Brave is doing it right, and I appreciate this browser for that. So try to look for projects like this that support this type of payment for the information, because data is becoming the new oil. It is becoming the new resource that is driving society. And in this fourth industrial revolution, data will be the new oil. So I did see on my LinkedIn, in my email, it came through. Let me see if I can find it here. So hold on, LinkedIn. Yeah, I get these, little advertisements for me to, get these professional LinkedIn type of things. I don't have that or whatever, but I did notice. I do click on those ads sometimes, and I'll look at them, and it says there's 3 courses unlocked for 24 hours once the offer is redeemed. Unlock now. Foundations of the Fourth Industrial Revolution, Industry 4.0. Explore the technology and disruptors of Industry 4.0. Learn about the impact of I 4.0, the Fourth Industrial Revolution, on our society, jobs, and lives. So basically, this is a course teaching people about the beginnings of the Fourth Industrial Revolution, which include blockchain, oracles, 5G, IoT, smart cities, and everything like that. And it's basically right here, AI, big data, blockchain. It's teaching the mainstream about blockchain and IoT and crypto. This is huge. I mean, this is LinkedIn. These are all the people that sit here, and the very same people that if you at the office, if you mention crypto, they look at you like you're some kind of kook. Now, seeing this on a mainstream, established, totally dorky platform like LinkedIn, teaching them about blockchain and Internet of Things and AI, so maybe they'll finally be able to understand where all this is going and why a lot of people are becoming crypto rich. Because I was learning about this stuff and about Chainlink 2 years ago, this is now being pushed forward actively by mainstream websites like LinkedIn. So I think that's a huge thing, and we're only seeing the beginning of it. This is where we are all headed. In the beginning, you always say, World Economic Forum, you will own nothing and you will be happy, and that sounds like total dystopian socialist society, and it can be, terrible in the future if we do this wrong. We are given basically an opportunity right now of knowledge, and in a way, a black mirror. What happens with a computer screen when you turn it off? It turns black, and all the seers and the scryers, they use the black mirrors to look into, and the crystal balls, in order to do their divinations and see the future and the past. And imagine if the ancient people actually had computers, and at some point we failed as a society and everything got powered off, and the only thing we had left were stones to read about the past from. And then they became ancient myths, like the myths that you see in stone tablets and in the Bible and stuff like that. And so that's the only evidence we have of it in the past. So now we've built ourselves back up to that point in society where we are at this crux, this fourth industrial revolution, and we are staring right now into the black mirror. So imagine if this is truly the case. So interesting stuff going on. I know that sounds far-fetched, but not too far-fetched when you think about it. When you power up that black mirror, you can see the past, present, and even the future through a computer screen. And blockchain technology is the source of that truth and that knowledge. So and now the mainstream is learning about it, and as a society we have a choice. So I went super deep there. Let's get back to reality here. What's up, Crypto Milavat? Hey, from Colombia. Yes, I remember you. And And I appreciate you tuning in. Crypto Milovat, he is a YouTuber from Colombia, and I will show you his channel real quick. So if you need some, let's see, if you want to hear some information about crypto in Spanish, hold on, I have him on Twitter here too. So let's see here, Milovat. So here we go. He's got a YouTube channel too. Yeah, if you want to hear some information about crypto in Spanish, un canal que viene a entregar la mejor información basado en dos palabras: economía colaborativa enlazada con la nueva tecnología blockchain criptomonedas. So that's in Spanish, of course, and if you prefer your crypto information in Spanish, then go to the YouTube channel there, Crypto Milovat, and check it out. So yeah, man, I appreciate you listening, and yeah. Oh, hold on one second. I'm trying to send you. Oh, dude, I tried to send you a gift on here. It's like messing up here. Well, anyway, I can't. Tried to send you a gift on here, brother, but I can't seem to get this to work. Either way, yeah, check it out. So back to basic attention token. Let's go to this article I found here on Cointelegraph. Brave browser to integrate dedicated Binance Smart Chain DeFi wallet. More bullish news for Brave browser after I went on my complete tangent about the fourth industrial revolution, but that started by us being a part of a data economy and a data society, and everything that we do is worth money. Every action we take is going to be accounted for and tracked and worth some kind of money. See here in Brave browser, it allows you to turn off the shields, ad trackers and pop-ups and things like that collect our data, and it gives you the option to turn it off or on or off. So I'm going to turn them off real quick, and it's going to refresh the screen. Ta-da! So if I was missing anything on the screen, now I can see it. So let me go back in here and try to gift Crypto Milovat this item again. There, okay, it worked. Okay, so the Cointelegraph send me news and updates. No thanks, not really. I see enough of it already. All right, Brave browser to integrate dedicated smart chain. Anyway, with the tokenization of everything that's going on, so I was saying, we will own nothing and we will be happy. Everything's going to be tokenized, property, stocks, everything like that. We will no longer be shareholders. We'll be stakeholders and everything, because everything's going to be basically proof of stake. And that's how you earn your money passively, and that will shift the entire economy to an active participation through work, through a passive participation through stake, and then everybody will be participating by proof of stake networks and passively earning income. That's where I see everything going. And then here's a passive way to earn income by contributing our data, by surfing the internet, surfing the web traffic, the web highway, the world wide web, the internet super highway. That's what the web is. Anyway, Brave browser to integrate dedicated Binance Smart Chain DeFi wallet. A pre-configured Binance Smart Chain wallet will be soon added to the Brave browser. So Binance Smart Chain and Brave are jumping in the game together. Let me go to a quick little window here. So if you go in your settings in Brave, so let's see right here, you can see that it has, if I can get this to load, all right, a Brave rewards section. You know, it has your typical history, crypto, and it has crypto wallets over here. So let's click on that, and it has the Brave wallet built into it. And a lot of times MetaMask likes to sit here and argue with this Brave crypto wallet. So on some AMM DEX websites and stuff like that, you might need to turn off the MetaMask wallet in your settings, or turn off the Brave wallet in your settings, one of the two. So you just kind of have to play around with that. Let's go back over here to settings. But as you can see, it's connected on the main Ethereum network, or you can, click any of these others. You can bring in a local custom, a custom RPC, like put it on Matic Net or put it on Energy Web Net, put it on Theta Net. So, there's a lot of different RPCs you can bring in, and a lot of different blockchains you can bring in to be read by MetaMask, but that is a more advanced type of scenario. But you can always find instructions by Googling, how to set up, let's say, Matic in MetaMask, or how to set up Theta in MetaMask, how to set up Energy Web Token in MetaMask. And there's, you'll see something pop up, and there's step-by-step instructions for pretty much every single one of them. And I've set up Matic and Energy Web Token on a couple of my MetaMask wallets. Yeah. So that's that. Let's go into Brave Rewards here and take a quick look. Come on now. Of course I'm stuck. Yeah. All right. So let me hit the back button. And I lost my place too at that Cointelegraph article. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. So back at settings, crypto wallets, Brave Rewards. Let's go into here. And let's take a look at the Brave Rewards. And so here, QR code or iOS rewards for transferring BAT. So you can give your BAT, or you can have BAT transferred to you. This just says disconnected. Oh, I uphold disconnected. I don't know. I've been clicking on ads. Did I accidentally turn it off? Anyway, I have 3.805 BAT, $4.17 pending right now. April 5th is the next date where that will automatically be put back into my uphold. I've clicked on 219 ads this month. You can adjust the frequency for how often these ads pop up. You can find websites that you want to support monthly and turn them into monthly contributions, which I think I will go ahead and do for a couple of these websites. And then you can tip content creators directly as you browse using the rewards panel, or by using inline tip button on various sites, including Twitter, Reddit, and GitHub. So on your Reddit, you can set it up to receive or send BAT token, and you can do it on Twitter. I don't really know much about GitHub because I'm not a developer, but yeah. There's a lot of interesting stuff. So let's go back to this article. The privacy-centric Brave web browser Brave will soon integrate a dedicated Binance Smart Chain. And so let me show you the Binance Smart Chain wallet. There's a little icon for it right there. And I have it already installed in my browser, but it looks like very soon I will have the option to install that into my Brave browser right over here in my crypto wallets section. So it'll offer me two different options. Although Brave can already be configured to jump onto BSC manually, like the RPC through MetaMask like I showed you, the addition of a pre-configured wallet is expected to simplify the process, requiring no special apps, wallets, or additional tinkering. And this is crucial because a lot of the main barrier for a lot of people jumping into the crypto space is the whole thing of configuring wallets, saving all these keys and everything like that. And we'll know when we've really made it into the mainstream, whenever everything is operating under the hood in the crypto space, and people won't even know they're using blockchain. So people will have to study computer science to even realize that they're using blockchain. So that's when we'll know that everything is completely gone full mainstream. In the meantime, the token at the center of the Brave browser, the basic attention token, has been made compatible with Binance Smart Chain in the form of wrapped BAT, so WBAT. Wrapping is the process where a blockchain ecosystem uses special tokens to facilitate the compatibility of different assets on another blockchain ecosystem. The most common example may be wrapped Bitcoin on Ethereum, and I did do a video on wrapped Bitcoin a while back. There's an entire long video on it, and I go into detail on it, so I'd check that out. And then where Bitcoin uses these WBTC tokens to be compatible with the process of Ethereum expanding its use, because Ethereum and Bitcoin are not compatible. They're two separate blockchains. And then you have the Bitcoin holders over here looking at everybody on Ethereum over here doing all these wonderful DeFi platforms, getting APY, borrowing against their crypto, doing all types of cool things with their crypto savings. And then Bitcoin holders are over here just holding Bitcoin. And that's it. It's just sitting there. So, and there are being developed some solutions, Lightning Network. I just talked about block stacks on Bitcoin that will alleviate some of this. But for now, people are taking their Bitcoin and they're running it through something like Ren protocol or WBTC Cafe, and then or they're going to BitGo, or they're buying wrapped Bitcoin on Ethereum in order to take their Bitcoin, wrap it up to be compatible with the Ethereum platform, putting it on the Ethereum platform, and then locking it in DeFi platforms where they can borrow against it and have some liquidity on their crypto without selling their crypto. So that is the purpose of the wrapped Bitcoin. The BAT token is not compatible on the Binance Smart Chain, is what they're talking about here. So they've created a wrapped BAT to where you can wrap up your BAT tokens, and the BAT tokens that you get from clicking around, and that is stored in your wallet, and then you can use it on the Binance Smart Chain and buy and sell or do whatever you want to do. There's even, I believe Aave lets you lock up your BAT and you can borrow against it, and there's several other platforms, maybe Compound Finance. So there are a lot of things you can do. You can earn interest on your BAT tokens on Aave. So yeah, a lot of things you can do with it. Our hope is BAT and Brave will take the crypto mainstream and make DeFi user friendly for the mass market, said the CEO and co-founder of Brave, Brandon Ike. Brave reportedly has over 25 million active monthly users and over 7 million daily active users. The browser emerged as an alternative to mainstream browsers by offering increased privacy, less tracking, and the ability to opt in to the advertisements of a user's choosing. BSC ecosystem coordinator Xiaoguang Zhang, I think I pronounced that correctly, echoed Ike's sentiments that the integration of BSC into Brave would further inspire DeFi and crypto adoption. With this strategic integration between the Brave browser and Binance Smart Chain, we will introduce seamless UX together for crypto users to access DeFi and dApps and BSC and other blockchains, which will dramatically inspire mass adoption and inclusive finance, said Zhang. Unlike many altcoins, the value of BAT surged to a new all-time high. In 2021, between January and March alone, BAT gained 515% against the US dollar, climbing from around 20 cents to $1.27 by the time of the publication. And I think that a lot of that has to do with the whole listing on Grayscale. People are waking up to the Brave browser, and they're dumping Microsoft Edge and they're dumping Google Chrome. When did Google become the enemy? At what point did we sit here and look at Google and be like, wow, they are using way too much of our data against us? And I think a lot of that has come into play through a lot of this just blatant censorship that you're seeing on platforms like YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and Google. When you try to search for specific things, it takes it where it wants to take you instead of where you want to go, and creates some things that might not be palatable to the current technocracy, are not available on platforms like Google. So that's why I use Start Page instead of Google right here, this icon right here. So let's just say stuff. Let's search stuff. Well, I use Start Page. I'm browsing in private mode. I can pretty much get everything that I get on Google, and it does it privately, so it doesn't track every single thing that I search for. So cool stuff. There are ways to do things in private, and the more we become immersed in the fourth industrial revolution and surveillance society and everything tracking us, and the more our information becomes the backbone of the economy instead of something like oil, the more we need to protect our data and protect ourselves and learn how to protect ourselves. and Brave browser is a start. So if you don't have Brave browser downloaded to your device, I would highly suggest doing so. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an advisor of any sort. This is more entertainment than anything, and this broadcast is more like voyeurism anyway, like you watching me go through all this discovery and learning in the crypto space. So yeah, I'm not some kind of like professional in all this. I'm just a dude trying to figure this stuff out, and I'm logging on every morning, and this is my time before my family wakes up to do my deal. What's up, Kidon71? And people are starting to actually tune in now. This is really incredible, and I appreciate people logging in and saying what's up. And any subscribers I've gotten on YouTube or followers on Twitter. I'm not in it for the followers or subscribers, and I'm not being paid by anybody, and I'm not shilling any projects. So I'm just talking about the projects that I'm invested in and I'm interested in, and I'm biased about that. Of course I am. And so purely opinion piece, this entire program. All right, man. Yeah. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my day. I got a friend with a boat, and hopefully we'll get to go out and go on Lake Travis and take the kids out for their first time to be out on a boat. So, yeah, good stuff. It looks like it's gonna be a beautiful day out in Austin, Texas. So, yeah, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. All right, bye.